Everybody, this is the post-Christmas, pre-New Year podcast. I'm a normal guy. Really only recording because I'm bored out of my mind. It's the period of the year where we're in the inter-holiday time, and it is, holiday lash, and I don't know what to do with myself. Don't know what to do with myself. Off work for at least today, and bored. Anyways, but I know here, and then we complain when we're too busy, right? Always want what you don't have. But I was just going to talk a little bit about football, what's going on in the NFL. Things are starting to get solidified there. You got the Bears played a great game yesterday, like absolutely ridiculous. They 49ers with the late game, just back and forth. We got a pick. The Bears got a pick and scored off of that, and it just seemed like whoever was going to have the ball last was going to win. But the Bears just came up a little short. Great game. Defense was nowhere to be found, really. There was a few good plays made by both defenses, but all in all, it was a shootout. And great game. So now we have the situation in the NFC where I don't think the Bears can get the 1 seed anymore. San Francisco can, though. If they if they beat Seattle next week and the Bears lose again, something like that, I don't know. The scenarios are just insane when it gets to the end of the year. But I think that I actually don't want. Well, I would love for the Bears to be the 1 seed, but I don't want them to be 2, because then they got to play the Packers. Because I think the Packers might end up being the 8 seed. I don't know. We'll see. Again, it's just who knows. Who knows? We're not going to know until literally after the last game of the season. And then the other game that was just ridiculous that I watched the end of the Bills game. So here it is. The Bills go up. I'm just going to look some of this stuff up. The Bills go and they score a touchdown, and they went for 2. Like what? Why? What are you going for 2 for? So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know whether it's just they wanted to end it there. They didn't want to go in overtime. I mean, they had all the momentum. They stormed back and they took the lead, and they didn't take the lead. Sorry, they would have tied it. Pardon me. Sorry, with the extra point and then gone to overtime, and they're at home. Like what the hell? Like I said, for the life of me, I won't understand what the coach was thinking. And I mean, I know obviously, all the players, they always want to go for it, but they're not coaches. Players play, coaches coach, owners own, right? Anyway, sorry, hang on. Just bear with me here because I want to look up some of this, some of the NFL scores. NFL scores. Here we go. So yesterday it was Giants beat the Raiders, which that's a nothing game. Lions and the Vikings. That was an important one. Lions. Well, I guess it wasn't. Both of those teams are out now. What am I talking about? But the Lions lost. They lost to the Vikings. Broncos, Chiefs, again, kind of a meaningless game. Broncos got everything wrapped up, and the Chiefs are out. And I'll say that again because I can't believe it myself. The Chiefs are out. And for a couple of weeks now. Or a week. Was it? Yeah, last week they were out. Texans, Chargers, good game. Texans actually beat them. Ravens, Packers. This is the one that I was interested in. The Packers lost again. So it was Ravens beat them 41-24. And it's all just for seeding now, right? Like the Packers have snuck into the playoffs thanks to Detroit losing and all, and whatever. So, a couple of losses for Detroit. So Detroit's out. Bucks, Dolphins, 20-17. Good game. Jets, Patriots. So the Patriots. So this is what I wanted to see. So the Patriots beat the crap out of the Jets, and then the Bills went and did something dumb and went for the win instead of the tie. And I think that's probably why the Patriots clinched the AFC, whatever they're in, East or whatever it is. And it's just very frustrating because just keep playing, play for the tie, And I don't know. I think I just thought it was too aggressive. Where is it though? Bills, Eagles. Here it is, 13-12. Like, are you stupid? It's a low-scoring game. Take your extra point and go into the into the overtime. Whatever. I don't get it. I really just don't get it. I might be missing something here, and then the Browns beat the Steelers, which was amazing. So now the Steelers have to wait another week to see what's going to happen with them. Love it. Oh, I just hate Aaron Rodgers, right? All those years he played for Green Bay, and then it sucks because I like the Jets. Okay, the Jets suck. I know the Jets suck, but if I was going to root for a team in the AFC, it would be the Jets. And they've sucked for a long, long, long time. But it's it was hard when Aaron Rodgers went to go play for them. Because I just couldn't root for him. I hate him. So, like, on and off the field, like, he's cocky, he's arrogant, he's everything you want a quarterback to be, right? So all that stuff, I guess, is good. But he's just an idiot off the field too. So that just takes a lot away from it. And then he went and played now he's playing obviously for Pittsburgh. And I can't. I don't have anything against Pittsburgh, but I do now because he went out and signed Aaron Rodgers because he's an absolute moron. But yeah, the picture, the standings, let's see the standings here. It's not as convoluted as it was, but it still is a little bit. Let's go find those. And then the seeding. So standings, NFL standings. Clearly I do no research before I start these things. So, so you got the Patriots. In the East, I think I might have said North, but East. So Patriots have wrapped that up in the AFC. The Steelers have not clinched first place yet. The Ravens are 8-8 and they're 9-7, so it's not a sure thing yet. Jags and Titans are still duking it out for the South, AFC South. The Broncos clinched the AFC West though, but the Chargers are still they're still getting seeding and stuff for the playoffs. And then when you look at the NFC, this is updated. Let's see here. Where's the NFC? There it is. So we got the Eagles have clinched in the East. The Bears clinched. I'll say that again because, again, that's another thing. Bears clinched the NFC North. The Panthers have not clinched yet. It's the Panthers and the Bucks are fighting it out in the South. And then in the West, the Seahawks are far. Well, they're not far and above. Right? I just talked about all that. The 49ers and the Bears. Well, no, not the Bears anymore. Sorry, didn't I just already say all this stuff? The 49ers could sneak and steal away the 1 seed because they got to play Seattle. So next week, great game. If you're gonna watch a game next week, watch that game. Oh, but yeah, like I said, it's all about seeding now. And let's see if they have a chart here. They should by now. It's still a little bit convoluted, but NFL playoff picture. Here we go. Let's see if they have a thing I can look at here. So far, yeah, it's still a little convoluted. Looks like you have in the AFC. I'll see if I can blow this up a bit. I'm getting old. I can't see it. You got, as it stands now, the Broncos are the number 1 seed, and then they got. This is a crappy thing that I can hardly even read it. Let's see if this one's better. Yeah, this one here is a little bit. No, it's not of this year. Never mind. We're not really going to know until next week anyway. So maybe I'll come on and do something for next week about that. But anyways, yeah. So crazy stuff going on in the NFL, and it really is coming down to the last week. So that's pretty neat. Anyhow, I don't know if there's anything. What else was I going to talk about today? Yeah, just a holiday lash. Like it's just just in that dead time, and figuring out what to do with myself has been very difficult. I don't know, like some of the interviews after the games. I don't know. I mean, I know that Bears coach went and took responsibility for the loss, and Caleb still has a lot of confidence in the offense and that. I just think with the Bears. I mean, I'm super happy with how they have played this year. I hope they don't slip into the "we're just happy to be here" kind of attitude. You know what I mean? They want, I think they all want more, but they don't. The Bears don't have the. I mean, as much as I love them, okay, I love the Bears, but they don't have the playoff pedigree, right? Like they're not. They don't have a ton of. I mean, some players. I mean, they've got some pretty experienced players, but they don't they haven't made a deep run anytime in recent memory. So it's like, as much as it's awesome that they are where they are, I really hope that they stay hungry. That's the thing. Like you lost to San Francisco, Who cares? Just forget about it. Be a goldfish, right? Ted Lasso style. Be a goldfish. Forget about it. And then go in and beat the Lions and finish the series or the season strong. I don't want to see him resting players. I really don't want that. I want Kalen playing. Maybe throw the backup in for part of a couple of series in the second half or something like that. But just let Caleb play. I'm trying not to put him in harm's way too much, but just go out and play a good game and simulate. It is good to simulate a playoff game, a playoff situation where your starter goes down, even if he's not hurt, right? Just like throw the backup in. Just imagine that, Caleb got hurt or he got hit in the head or something. He's got to come out for a couple of plays. Use your backup and get them some live snaps. It is a meaningless game, really. I mean, they can't wrap up the 1 seed now, and Detroit's out, so whatever. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. But yeah, as far as the Bears go, I want them to stay hungry, and don't be that team that just you're out in the first round because you were just happy to make the playoffs. Like I know a lot of Bears fans you already hear them talking about, we're so proud of them, blah blah blah. It's like no matter what happens, like no. No matter, forget that. Let's make a deep run here. Let's make some real noise. So what? They played well in the regular season. Once the playoffs start, doesn't mean anything. So let's win. Let's make it to the conference champion. Whatever. Hell, let's go to the Super Bowl. That should be their attitude. Like the why not us attitude. Not that we're happy to be here. The why not us. But yeah, I don't know. It's just been. Just aside from football and stuff, because that's what I'm focusing on right now. But it's been such a, everyone's got their, we're through Christmas and everyone's got their gifts and stuff. And like I think I mentioned before, my wife went out and got herself a steamer, so she's been steaming everything in the house. She had taken apart the tub upstairs because it's a jet tub, and she's trying to figure out how to clean that stuff out. And I saw her making a list, and I'm like, what are you making a list for? Christmas is over. No more lists. No more lists for a bit. What she was making a list for was for Chinese food. We might try to have Chinese food on New Year's Eve. We haven't done that in a long time. So, sure, have some Chinese food, but then she's starting to make a list of what she wants. And I'm just like, you can just look the day of, but she wants to be prepared, and that's fine. Whatever. She's going through the same thing everybody else is going through, trying to do things to keep herself occupied, going nuts. It's actually a really crappy weather day here today. It's borderline snowstorm, blizzard kind of conditions. Super, super windy and snow squalls, and it's awful out. So it's not like we're doing anything outside. Otherwise, I would just pour the family in the truck and go off and do something. But it's horrible out right now. It's actually looking out the window right now. It's a little bit lighter gray than it was this morning, but it's supposed to get right awful again later. So. And the days are so short now that it's not really much that we can do. Yeah, so, and then I was supposed to fly today, like I've mentioned, maybe not on so far, but I got my pilot's license last year, and I had a flight booked today, but it's there's 80-kilometer wind gust and standing wind of 56 kilometers, which in knots is way too much. It's way past my own personal minimum, so it's super not safe, especially me. I'm still... as much as I got a big gray beard and everything, but as far as pilot terms go, I'm pretty inexperienced still. So that's not something I'm going to throw myself into. And it was funny. I was looking at the schedule today, and just one by one, you can see the bookings disappearing because people were canceling. And I felt bad because it looked like somebody had a flight test booked today. Like they were going to go for their license, or whether they were doing if they already had a license, maybe they're going to do some different certificate or whatever. But it's so tough to do that stuff in the winter, though. My God, you just never know. I have 2 other flights booked, too, and the weather looks kind of questionable for them. So, whatever. What are you going to do? It's Mother Nature. You can't change. You can change a lot of things, but you can't change the weather. Yeah, so, like I say, we're just doing stuff. Just doing stuff. And I came in here, I thought, what the hell? I'm gonna make a video because I really have nothing else to do, right? It feels like I have I probably do have a long list of things to do, but right at this second, it just feels like I don't have anything to do. I'm also I guess the big thing too is I'm trying to get my body back into normal eating rhythm because it's just been 5 or 6 days of gluttony. And, and we had, my family had stuff spread out all over the place this year too. Like we had, our family dinners, usually it's one after the other, but there was a couple day break in between. And then it was nice. We got to see more friends this year. Like a lot of times like, oh, we're too busy, but we actually got a lot of time to spend time with friends. And we got away scot-free this year actually, because nothing was at our house. Like we didn't do anything here at our house this year. I think we had one thing. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah. Sorry. Of course we had Christmas Day. We had breakfast at my house. So but that's the only big thing we had to do this year, which that's not so bad. It's good. I mean, I like doing stuff. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I like doing big dinners and having people over, but we just didn't do it this year. I think we did Thanksgiving and then we did a Christmas breakfast, but that was it. And we just got to tour around, and other people fed us, but we had to bring things, of course. Drank too much. Got to get back into a normal routine. We'll be like that family on January 1st. We just start eating well again, or January 2nd. Actually, we're having a dinner on the 1st on New Year's Day. But we'll just get back into the rhythm. I'm staying away from the scale. I don't even want to look at it. The scale is my enemy, and will be for at least the middle of January. Maybe that's when I'll start paying attention to it again. I'll start working out again, going out for walks, and doing all the stuff I did before the holidays set in, and it was just chaos, right? Absolute nuts. Anyways, I don't know. I'm about out of things to talk about. So why don't I end it here, and we'll I'll talk to you next year. I'll make something after New Year, and of course we'll have a lot more to talk about football wise. But there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, I haven't really touched on. There's two big topics I haven't talked about. I haven't gone into any political stuff. I mean, it's Christmas. I don't want to talk about it. And also, like I said before, I might want to start doing some music reviews and have some more to talk about that way, because that's a huge part of my life that I feel like if I start talking about it now, it'll be like an hour that I'll be rambling on about it. So I want to sort of temper those things and do them when I really can put some notes together, because this is just an off the cuff kind of thing. Anyways, have a great day. Have a great, safe holiday, New Year holiday. And I'll catch up with you guys in 2026. Dave here, Podcast of a Normal Guy. Sign up. What do you sign up for? Subscribe. Like some of my stuff. Please leave some comments. And if you have ideas of things you want me to talk about or not talk about or whatever. Or not talk at all. Anyways, have a great day. Bye.